drawing dark art for modern ages. Tattoo flash in progress. I initially got my start to market my work through tattoo designs because at the time when I was tattooing, that was the only way to market yourself. That's what I thought. But with thousands of pages out there, I need to take into consideration there are people that have been doing this for months, years, or even decades longer than I have, and I'm trying to step into their field with my designs, and the only way that I could make a statement would be with the quality of it. Because if the quality sucks, then my statement is, I just want to make a buck, and here it is. I remember someone who had a great influence, a major influence on my imagination, Rod Serling, the creator of the Twilight Zone. He mentioned that no matter how deep we go into space, it's the depth and the darkness of man's mind that we need to explore. And I think that's a totally, what's the word? It's a legit point of view. We look at prison systems. Where mankind is so flawed that we actually have a system for people that keep on making these mistakes. And in some cases, being locked up for life. Thousands upon thousands of years of sentencing for not behaving according to what society thinks is correct. And in some cases, getting sentenced to death. And no doubt that there are crimes committed that require death, because it's simply just a rotten person being put away. And there are exceptions to the rules. I believe Bill Clinton okayed the execution of while in power as president, he okayed the execution of a man with the mentality of an 8-year-old. When asked what his final dinner was, I believe it was turkey and dessert, but that he would have the dessert after the execution. Because he couldn't understand that he was being executed. He didn't know that that was his, that he was punching out. I think people like that, if they're, I think that's a case we could review. There's so many things about our civilization, our society, our communities that we either overlook, we ignore or neglect, and just become bad. And I think there's just so many things to improve that I'll be busy enough with that, attempting to adjust those things. And it's with arts, it's with these videos, with my way of living, my way of communicating, sharing a story, highlighting our flaws. And then one could also say, you're just drawing, man. That's, that ain't shit, taking it easy. Here we got Jesus Christ in some sort of like zombie form, being ripped apart by just badness, rotting. And I think we do that because although the Bible can be picked apart and you could find things on there that I think the book of Numbers, where God sends 2 bears to kill 44 children for calling one of his messengers Baldy, for ridiculing them. To kill your own brother or even your own neighbor that choose not to believe or follow God's word. It's in the book of Revelations that it speaks about a beast, a 6-winged beast with eyeballs all over it. So I think it's book of Matthew 10:34. Jesus Christ says, "Do not think that I came to bring the peace, but to bring the sword." And of course, some people will try to say that that's the sword to cut you from ignorance, But to me, I'll tell you, hey, I'm coming over, and I don't like you. I'm bringing my sword. I'm pretty sure you would have some sort of idea what my character would be like if I did such a thing. What my intentions would be. Or get an idea as to how I would feel that day. Or messages. I've been told a lot, you shouldn't be drawing that, that's not right. But when you have a Vatican that hides its child rapist, where even the suspected child rapists are bankrolled by donations, with an army of lawyers that are backed by the donations given by people that really want to spread the word of the good side of Christ, and not use it as a defense fund for fucking scum. eventually will, I think mankind eventually will even out. The guy with the bigger stick will eventually hit someone else with a nuclear bomb, and we're gonna see some sort of stuff that is that we've never seen before. So a drawing and a video that criticizes that sort of behavior amongst us, because they're humans like us. It's not like I'm talking about pit bulls or pandas. These are human beings that human beings just like me and you, that are just taking advantage of people's kindness. Not being as effective as they could be. Not choosing to. But in this case, in this drawing, I'm drawing my perspective of Christianity. And again, it's I'm just a little bit more, not a lot, a little bit more reluctant to show my anti-Muslim, anti-Islam artwork, because that is what got me banned. So now I spread it more on DeviantArt, and limit that stuff on another, you would say, could I say liberal social media, or should I just call it pussified? Because I know that there are some liberals that aren't kind-hearted, and even if pushed too hard, they'll I know that they would take matters into their own hands, but they realize that war and violence are not the top performing, the way to perform at our highest. So they choose to look for other sorts of solutions. But at times your enemy or the savages you're trying to deal with just all they know is brute force, and how do you deal with that? I was discussing with someone the other day where Gaddafi's dead and Saddam was overthrown, and now Assad possibly may be overthrown. Who else? It's a big mess in Libya, in Iraq, Afghanistan. Sometimes I think these ruthless leaders were necessary, because look at what has happened since they've been gone. Suicide bombers are a norm. It's not even a tragedy anymore, basically. It's almost like a big car accident here in the States. Unfortunate, but somewhat expected. Yeah, I don't think I'll be around in 100 years, but I wonder if we'll make it through that. Because even science today, with its pursuit of artificial intelligence, how would I don't believe that if artificial intelligence was around, that it would think of us as a threat, but it would calculate human existence as a threat. It's simple for it to say, what's throwing oil into the oceans? What animals declared war on another animal? What animals kidnapped another animal for ransom or joy? Yes, it's definitely an unknown that could have tragic consequences, but politically incorrect artwork, dark art. It's necessary. Because I think they're all emotions. It's part of the spectrum of life, of breathing. We need to find its causes. What are factors that make it accelerated? Prevent it. That's my name on DeviantArt and on Facebook. You wanna add me or pop me?